There's truly no better time to get started with your YouTube channel journey and career than today, which is exactly why I'm making this video, because I want to give you guys some tips and tricks that help you get off on the right start. And not only do I want you guys to have a successful YouTube channel, but I also want it to happen relatively quickly as well. And a lot of these tips and tricks I have gathered from my brother Matt. He has a YouTube channel called Make Money Matt, and he also runs a bunch of different Faceless channels as well. So he's been a big help in growing my own YouTube channel, and then while also giving me a bunch of tips that I can now share with you guys. So the first tip that I'd have for you guys is to hook people right away within your videos. You could maybe start out your videos with a question or a joke or just an engaging statement overall. A little thing that I've learned with YouTube is you can generally tell what a YouTube video is going to be like based off of the first, let's say, 20 seconds of a video. Because this is where you as a creator are making your first impressions to the viewers. And this is why it is so important to grab people's attention right off the bat. An example of a boring intro that I would not do would be something like this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Make sure to subscribe and comment down below and turn on those post notifications. Now that's okay to give yourself some self-promo once in a while, but you do not want that to be your intro. People are not going to subscribe to you if you haven't given them value yet. So overall, I would just stay away from long intros and just hook your viewers' attention right away as fast as you can. The next tip that I have for you guys is to make sure that your channel looks appealing. And you can make your channel look appealing in a multiple of different ways. One of these ways could be making sure that your channel art looks good and you have a good profile picture that suits what your channel is about. Snappa is a really good tool to help you create different YouTube banners or profile pictures because they have a lot of different built-in templates that you can use, so they do all of the hard work for you while you just put in your ideas. In regards to the right settings and different things that you should do when you set up a channel, like I said before, my brother runs a bunch of different successful YouTube channels. So if you want a video that can help you setting up your YouTube channel, make sure to click his video right here. It's a really good video, just a little promo. Within this video, he also talks about the best niches and categories to create a YouTube channel about, which brings me to my next tip that I have, which is simply going to be making your channel about the right ideas. Now, there are so many different ideas that you could make potential videos about on YouTube, but some of the best niches that are proven to work would include relationships, technology, health, wealth, and travel. My fourth tip that I have is going to be creating content about the right ideas. You might be thinking, well, this sounds exactly like the last tip that you just talked about. Well, it sort of is, as the tip that I just went through before would be picking the right niche and central theme idea for your channel. But with this tip, I'm talking about the actual content that you create within these specific niches. The best tip that I can think of when creating types of content within a niche would be to simply pull up YouTube. Pull up YouTube on your computer or your phone, whatever, and look up your niche and see what kinds of videos are doing well within your niche. Say you're making a travel channel. Simply look up travel videos and see what different accounts are getting more views and why are these accounts getting more views. And then I would recommend making videos based off of these videos that are already doing well, because these video ideas are proven to do well. You could even write out all of your ideas maybe on a Google Doc, or a tool that I use is a tool called Trello. You could also utilize AI to come up with different video ideas. A good AI tool would be one that is called TubeMagic, and using AI in a situation like this can help just the brainstorming process go a little bit quicker. The cool thing with TubeMagic is you can just paste a channel that revolves around a specific niche into the AI generator, and it can come up with a bunch of different ideas that fit within that type of genre of a channel. You could even put your own YouTube channel within the generator. So let's say you have the niche of your channel picked out and you have some video ideas. Well, how do we exactly execute these quote unquote good video video ideas? Well, we can do this by simply making similar videos to other creators within our niche, but of course videos that are already doing well. Now, I am aware that some of you who are starting a YouTube channel do not want to sit down in front of a camera and show your face. Let me tell you, that is perfectly fine. In fact, my brother actually started out with YouTube not having to show his face at all. So let's say you're going this route and you do not want to show your face. Well, how do we exactly create content then? One idea could maybe be screen recording your phone or your laptop. And this way you could give off different presentations or give off technological tutorials. A good software to screen record a computer screen would be the OBS Studio software, because within this you can also record your voiceover on top of screen recording your screen. So some equipment that you're gonna need when you're creating this kind of content would be a screen recording software, and then a good microphone to record voiceovers. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be the best of the best microphone. I know mine is just one from Amazon. And then you're gonna need some video editing software to polish your videos, because chances are you're gonna make some mistakes here and there and you're gonna want to edit those out. Now, if you have a faceless channel, you could also maybe make some animation or graphic videos. And you do not have to be some kind of technological whiz to create animation videos, as with the use of technology, you can do a lot. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna be a Disney film quality animation, of course, but using just fun little animations is such a good way to get a message across to people in a more creative way. Some equipment you're gonna need if you're creating animation videos would include, of course, an animation software, which could be anything like Adobe After Effects or the software Blender, or the software Vyond is a good one as well. And then again, you're gonna need a microphone, and it doesn't even have to be a fancy one. I mean, you could, of course, even just use the microphone on your phone. A lot of big creators I see still just use their phone microphone when they probably could afford a better one, but I mean, it works just fine, so why not? And then, of course, you're going to need just a simple, good script to move the animation along. And in high school, I actually had a project where we had to create a little animation to give a presentation, so I know firsthand it can be kind of fun to create these animations. Now, let's say you're a little bit more extroverted and you want to get in front of a camera and present yourself to people. Well, how can we create content this way? One idea would be creating vlogs, which I'm sure you all know, it's kind of just like documenting and showing people your lifestyle or different activities that you do, or maybe you take your viewers to Disney World. And this is great for the people out there that really want to connect with their audience, as you build sort of a form of trust this way. And the good thing about vlogs is they can truly be about anything. You could be showing people how you do your makeup, or you could be going to the bookstore looking at different books, or you could be traveling across the world. Whatever it is, you can vlog it. Now, what you're gonna need for vlogging would be preferably a camera, or you could also use just, again, your phone camera. They work perfectly fine. And then you might want a tripod or a gimbal to hold your camera so you can really get a little stability there. And then maybe if you're out in public and you're vlogging, a microphone might be good so it doesn't pick up other people's voices. Another idea for creating content when sitting in front of a camera would be teaching people. A lot of people come to YouTube to learn, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to make educational videos. And this could again be like a makeup tutorial, or it could be teaching people how to cook your favorite dish, or maybe you're even teaching people how to speak in a different language or speak in a different accent. I don't know why, but recently I've had this little hyperfixation of wanting to speak in an Irish accent, and I cannot for the life of me. So one of you, please make a video about how to do so, because I don't know how. But when you're making educational videos like this, some equipment that you might need is some good lighting to sit in front of and talk to your camera, or maybe you're in your kitchen. Just have some good lighting so you're not standing in the dark cooking pasta. A microphone would probably be a good idea as well. And then maybe if you're teaching something, a whiteboard behind you might help. Then you could draw out your ideas and really teach people. I know for me, I'm taking a statistics course right now, and I come to YouTube a lot of the time for other people to explain different topics more in depth that I didn't understand, and they're so helpful. So maybe you want to teach people how to do math homework. Now, whether you're going to be sitting in front of a camera or you're going to be talking through a presentation and not having to show your face or just showing different stock photos and videos, editing is something that is going to be very crucial within the entertainment value of your channel. If you're more of a beginner when it comes to editing stuff, you could use some softwares just like the iMovie app, or CapCut is one that I use to make just fun edits in my free time. And then Shotcut is also a good one. But if you want to get a little bit more advanced, you could use softwares like Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro. Those are both really good ones. Every style of filming a video that I just talked about has its advantages for sure. I could probably go on and on about why each type of content is so important and needed within the YouTube world. So don't stress too much here, because chances are if you execute the style of content in the right way, then your channel is probably going to do well. My brother runs over 12 different faceless YouTube channels, and those are all super successful. And then he has a personal channel too, which is successful. And now I'm running a personal channel, which I hope is gonna be successful. Now we're gonna be moving on to the next tip that I have, which is going to be optimizing your videos. Now I'm gonna go back and bring up Tube Magic again, because this is a great tool to help you optimize your videos to the fullest. With Tube Magic, you can just put in a video link and they will simply give you 3 different title ideas and descriptions and different tags that you can use when posting your video. But in order to do this, you're gonna wanna make sure to upload your video to YouTube as unlisted, so you can paste this link into Tube Magic so they can provide you with all of this magic. Now let's talk thumbnails, which is what gets people to click on your videos in the first place. I know for me, when I'm scrolling on YouTube, I usually do not click on a video mainly because of the title. It is usually going to be because of the thumbnail and how entertaining the video looks based off just a picture. Canva and Snappa are great tools to create thumbnails, and they have built-in templates as well for you to just utilize and play around with. But what makes a thumbnail a good thumbnail? I don't know. You guys tell me. Just kidding. Imagine if I just switched up and I'm like, I think it's your guys' turn now. Using vibrant colors within your thumbnails is always a good idea, as this just makes your thumbnails really pop out. Now, if you're creating a thumbnail and you're thinking you want to put a little bit of text within the thumbnail, make sure that this text is going to be legible and bold and just very clear. You also do not want to put a whole essay in your thumbnail, as this would be too hard for your viewers to read, and then chances are they probably won't even look at your thumbnail because text overload. So make sure to keep text to just a minimum. In regards to which picture you're going to be using within your thumbnail, make sure the picture is of good quality, because this will make your thumbnails look more professional and just higher quality overall. Now, if you're creating a thumbnail where you're showing somebody's face, make sure that the expressions on this person's face are engaging and entertaining. For example, if you go through and look at my thumbnails, I'm making a fun face in all of them. So you know, you could have a little photo shoot and take some pictures like, or maybe you're like, I can't believe this happened. Another good idea would be to have consistent branding. And what I mean here is, if you scroll through my thumbnails, you might see that there is a common theme and they all kind of relate to one another. And then you might notice this too. Let's say you go over to Mr. Beast's YouTube channel. You can see that most of his thumbnails are kind of the same, but they're also very recognizable and unique to him. And this is a good idea in order to build some trust with your audience and just make sure your videos are identifiable to you. And then the main point of thumbnails is we want to catch people's attention. So whatever the video is about, think about what could catch people's attention within that specific subject. Maybe you're talking about the top 5 places to travel in Canada. Then maybe it would be a good idea to throw in the most appealing picture that you can find that has to do with Canada. Now again, if you're having a human that is the main focus of your thumbnail, you could maybe use a darker background and make sure just the main subject is really standing out. Another thing that people don't usually think of is when they are creating a YouTube thumbnail, it is viewable on on all sorts of platforms, meaning people can watch your videos on a TV, they can watch them on a laptop, or they can watch them on a phone. So if you're creating thumbnails, you want these thumbnails to look good on all of these platforms. And then lastly, with thumbnails, over time you can really test out different thumbnails and see what types of thumbnails are getting more views than others and just take it from there. Now, if YouTube is something that is truly your guys' passion and you really want to grow with it, then another tip that I have is going to be simply to not give up, which is easier said than done. But let's say you've made 10 videos and you put so much work into these 10 videos, but you are not seeing growth quite yet within your channel. It is possible that you could get growth within your channel with just 10 videos. However, it is very important to be patient within the YouTube world. I'm truly here to just cheer you guys on and just to simply tell you that you got this, and to just remember what you're working towards and how good it will feel once you make it there. Now let's talk about some mistakes that I do not want you guys to be making. And one of these mistakes is going to be buying subscribers or buying views. Because when you're buying this engagement, chances are it is going to almost always be fake engagement. And you might think getting quick views here and there is something that is going to benefit you, but it truly is not. And I'm just trying to look out for everybody's channels out there. But with YouTube, it is truly always the best idea to grow your channel just by yourself and on your own, or maybe with some help here and there from your friends or your family or video editors or whatever it may be. You just want to avoid buying different subscribers and viewers. It's just a no-no. Big red X. Another mistake would be not choosing a specific niche. Let's say you made a YouTube channel and you're posting about travel, and then you're posting about makeup, and then you're posting about books, and then you're posting about technology tutorials. Now let's say somebody watches your makeup tutorial and they really like that video, but then they go to your channel and see there are no other makeup tutorials. And this is why staying in one specific niche is so important. And this can also bring you a high viewer to subscriber ratio, which we always love. But with me saying that, a niche is a very broad topic, and there's so many different sub niches that you can dive into within just one niche. So I wouldn't get worried about running out of content. For example, if the niche of your channel is going to be beauty, you could make makeup videos and skincare videos and hair care videos. Now, the best promotion within YouTube is simply going to be letting YouTube promote your videos themselves. My brother also has a course called Tube Mastery and Monetization, and he goes over more in depth a step-by-step tutorial of how to use different optimization techniques. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check it out. And he talks about how to simply grow a YouTube channel to its fullest potential, so don't miss it. Let's also say you have an Instagram account and a TikTok account and a Twitter account or X account. Well, it's never a bad idea to promote your videos on other social media platforms as well. So maybe you have a TikTok account. You could take little snippets from your YouTube video and post them on TikTok and say, to watch the full video, make sure to check out my YouTube. But you only want to do this if the niche of the social media accounts match the niche of your YouTube channel, because you want to make sure you're connecting to the right audience. Now we're getting on to the last tip that I have, which is going to be looking at the analytics and just checking up on them. And I would say to do this after you've uploaded around 30 videos. And within your YouTube analytics, you can look at different things. One of these things may be the audience retention rate. And this is just going to be graphs that show you where the audience attention rates go down or they go up. And then you're gonna wanna make sure to pay attention to when the audience retention rates go up or when they go down. Because if you find a point of a video where your viewers are losing attention, you're probably not going to want to do that again in a future video. And then if you're seeing the audience retention rates going up, you're probably gonna wanna do more of whatever you were doing at that moment of the video. Now, did you guys know it's possible to be making money on YouTube without actually having to make videos? Well, feel free to check out this video, as it is basically a free course that teaches how to make money with YouTube and without making actual videos, which is crazy, right? Mind blown. This video is created by my brother, and I highly recommend you guys watch it if you want to further grow your YouTube career. He goes over a bunch of different secrets that are shown nowhere else on YouTube, so make sure to click it, and we'll see you guys there.